watching WITI Milwaukee. When it matters to you, it matters to us. Fox 6 News, because you matter. Fox 6 News at 6 starts right now.
Our big story at 6, police could face more scrutiny when someone dies on their watch. There's a new plan to put more eyes on them.
And to draw blood, literally. AJ Bypor with the plan and the controversy.
The first thing that they do is...
Sitting in his Kenosha home, Michael Bell says the creation of this bill is a huge relief. His son was killed by Kenosha police in 2004.
It's an external professional review. It's just not a bunch of lay people that have no experience in law enforcement.
The bill, proposed by Representative Gary Buys of Door County, would create a 5-member review panel. The board would be composed of a retired or reserve judge, a former sheriff or chief of police, an assistant attorney general, a law or criminal justice professor, and a former prosecutor. This is an area of concern for the police union.
Obviously, we want people who are in touch with the current and modern law enforcement standards. You know, one of the things that we are discussing and evaluating amongst ourselves and with our members is whether or not someone in a retired capacity would satisfy that standard.
The bill would also require that any officer directly tied to a police-involved death submit to a blood sample.
A police officer is an agent of the state, and if a police officer needs to take someone's life, we have to make sure that that police officer was in the right frame of mind to do that.
The WPPA says it's open to blood testing, but has concerns over board members that have no law enforcement experience.
They may have a great grasp for the legal standards, but whether or not that they would be familiar with use of force situations is something that we're going to have to evaluate and see whether or not it really will help this legislation.
Well, the review board would look at any police-involved death, shootings of course, but also an accident during a high-speed chase or an in-custody medical emergency similar to the 2011 death of Derek Williams in Milwaukee. The State Department of Justice and Milwaukee Police said today they are aware of the bill and will provide feedback to lawmakers once they've had a chance to review it. In the newsroom, AJ Bypor, Fox 6 News. Meanwhile,